Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Old Man Playing Video Games Badly. Just gonna buff up a little bit here. Gonna max out my little boy band here. Skeletons. Set my boys to aggressive. What level am I? 32? Let me see. I think
Hey, got any more?
I might get a new relic. Okay, this one's up 25. Hmm, 35, 50, 35. Okay, yeah, this one. Ah, I gotta make some other relics for this dude.
Hey,
yeah, I can already sell that.
Out
I saw that metal.
Price of what I've got left.
Yeah, the one I have is better.
Iron well spent.
We left off. Let me check something. Inventory. Alright, we got 3 sticks of dynamite. Where did we leave off? Was it Prospector's Trail? Yes. Okay, we can push through to Homestead if my computer doesn't freeze up any more than it already has. So let's do that. We can push to Homestead, grab a couple of quests, and then come back down to here to grab the other Rift Gate. To do some more exploring. Yeah, this is one of those areas where I really don't need to do something. Oh, that's right. I need to find my way through. But you don't need to kill anything, since, well, unless you want to. Unless you're obsessed with clearing off the map like I am. But if your levels are good, you don't need gear drops or anything like that. You can just kind of speed run through this, because there's nothing that's going to get you any reputation, unless you're like going through this game for a second time. You've already got all the rep farmed up. There we go. Nice shield, depending on which build you're running. I didn't need to do that, just picked up the spare crap.
These are
Devil's Crossing. Continue. Station. Okay, now I've got Homestead reputation. Now I get reputation for killing beasts. And that's why I didn't want to bother hanging around and killing all this stuff before I got here first.
Come see what's left of my wares.
So,
Put it to good use.
now that we have this waypoint, and now that we also have enough dynamite, What is that? Oh, the ring I'm not sure if I want to keep it on. Oh, another reason about being level 35 is that I have enough reputation that when I hit level 35, I can go back to where did I go back to? Broken Hill? I think it's Broken Hill, where the Rover faction has their faction vendor, and they have some pretty good bonus headgear. Which will help boost my minions very nicely. Yeah, now that I get reputation for killing these beasties, these little ghouls, not ghouls, they're goblins, whatever they call them. They count as beasts. They count as beasts. Clear it. Even though I took all my dynamite. I love that little giant explosion of poison that my little abomination Jeeves does. I don't know if these guys count. These little they're kind of like beefy humanoid dudes. This is a beast skin, so they must count as beasts, but they also says Aether corruption, so they looks like they might count as Aether as well. Dangerous roads, yes these are. For people who do not have 10 little friends helping them out, like I do. And I'm not sure if anyone who's watching has actually thought of playing this game. But if you like action RPGs, I really can't recommend it more. In my opinion, this is probably one of the top 5 action RPGs on the market today, and it's 4 years old. So I mean, you know, if you like this genre, this type of playstyle, I mean, I know I'm kind of like face rolling through it, but I've also played this game several hundred hours. I know what to do and partly where to go. I know how to build stuff out. At least I've played Summoner the most, so I kind of know how to build it to take advantage of it. And I'm also not the early part of the game. I'm not the part of the game where the flaws in the class start becoming a problem. That doesn't happen until like level 50 or so. And things will start getting a bit harder then. I'm also very squishy when it comes to the bosses. So, like, I can pretty much, you know, I'm face rolling with this. I'm sure this is boring as hell to watch. But you know, there are a lot of classes that are much more active in this. A lot of choices, even within the class. Like, I've picked Necromancer. Hold on, I've called this Necromancer, which makes me a Cabalist. But you've got all kinds of active skills here that I'm not using. I will be using these. That's a debuff and that's a healing spell. So once I start climbing this tree, I will be using these spells. This is a damage over time spell, which just chews through things, and you can buff it up here. This is a little poison ball, which explodes into chunks up here. This increases, this is a buff that increases your damage, which I'm not using because I'm not doing any damage. This is a dot you lay on the ground, which the more you put into it, the bigger, the wider radius it gets. Doom Bolt for chaos damage, a buff for all damage. You got similar stuff up here for the Necromancer. You can go a poison build, you can do a chaos build, you can, you know, make this a chaos or a poison caster. You really can just do, there's so many different varieties of builds you can do. Even with the two classes that I've picked, even though I'm not taking advantage of that, even though I'm doing something that's pretty mindless. Another set of rift boots. Huh. They're no. Put that up here. Crafting opponents. They're not quite as good as the ones I have. Mine might have more damage, a bit less speed, but that's okay. I'm gonna put those in my stash for if I do another summoning build with the class later on. I mean, even if this is obviously meant for a Cabalist because it has bonuses to the Blight Fiend and the Hellhound. So, you know, tailor-made for this build. But it's still a decent amount, you know, it's still bonus pet damage and bonus attack speed, which is good for no matter what build you're running. If you're doing, you know, a shaman pet build, still good. Can I have a quest item? I put those here. Do I have chains? No, there is a crafting component that goes in your chest piece, which adds pet damage, but I haven't found any yet, so I guess I'll have to wait until one drops. Pet item is a quest item. I can't pick more than one. I think I have to kill him for a quest. And if not, hey, his reputation. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. So, that is another buff, Master of Death. It increases my defense, offense, and vitality resistance. Increases damage to all pets. Increases all acid damage, all poison damage. Increases our offensive ability, and so it increases my pet's resistance. This is just a pretty good buff. That buffs both myself and my pets. So you will not hear me complain about that buff. Oh, one other thing. I've actually never gotten that spell before. Okay, I have to cast it on something. I have a new friend. He's not a permanent pet like the other ones are, but he has no recast time, I don't think. Find a... Yeah, he does have a short recast time. 3 seconds. Once. I'll only summon one. But he lives for 18 seconds. Does he have health? Health bar? Oh, he's only got 2,700 health, so he's pretty weak. But he is a new friend. Here. Because I know there's something that I have to clear out. Is that... I saw a star in the ground. Oh, okay, it's just one of those dudes. Alright. Let's go back to, where are we? Pine Barrens Rift. And this in, hunt down your bees, blah blah. Gar's dead, when you're done, I'll find Gloomweaver, okay. Oh, you know what, I probably shouldn't have done that. Because I thought I had to come back here, but I didn't. And you had to run over here. I'm kind of bummed that to get my Wraith I have to cast it on something. I can't just kind of prep it and have it out. Yeah, see, I didn't forget about this location here. Well, not forgot, I guess. Does he detonate? Huh. Looks like when I cast him on something, that kind of roots out and does damage, and then he lives until either he is killed or his timer runs out. So that's kind of cool. It increases the number of my friends. I gotta be on the lookout for a hidden cave. And I think this is the cave, because it doesn't show up on the map. This is the one with Gloomweaver the spider in it. He's pretty cool looking, isn't he? I think it's kind of a shame that I can't have him up permanently. Especially since he's really not that strong compared to some of my other pets. He doesn't seem to be doing that much damage. I mean, not complaining. Because it is extra damage and it is another friend.
Can't do that yet.
Oh, this is Blood Rider. Ooh, +1 to all skills. That's actually a pretty good set bonus. If I could build the rest of the set out. Might be worth losing some of the pet damage that I'm getting for that. I wonder if Gloomweaver's in here. I do know that there's a shrine in here. If you look up, it was on the map for a second. Come on. That's one way to go out. I know that the devotion shrine is up this way. Next to this dead cat. Ooh. There's Gloomweaver. And Goliath's the Gloomweaver. That does give extra crit damage to my minions. And gives +2 to Reap Spirit. I might think about wearing that and about saving that. But we shall have to see. Offer it up. Where do my devotion point need to go? I've completed that one. I'm not sure what I want to work on next. This one does give some extra pet damage, offensive ability, but it's not all that great. This one increases fire damage, but that doesn't do a lot for most of my pets, and doesn't do much for me because I'm not doing any fire damage. So let's type in pets, and to see. The only good thing about this one here is it's relatively short, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nodes, and at the end, this skill, Flame Torrent, basically we can put it on my skeletons, and every single one of my skeletons will be surrounded by a halo of fire. Ooh, Shepherd's Call is actually pretty good. Pet health, elemental resistance, more health, and then a pet buff that pops up every 6 seconds. Night Talon is good for resistances and some extra damage. Bear is all about resistance. Is it called Bear? Wolverine. This one is good, but it's hard to get to. Modrogan the Wolf. Ton of extra damage and then another buff. To get here I would need purple and green. That one's purple. So maybe start working on the purple. Yeah, this one would be better, but really it's just extra poison damage, which I've only got one pet that does poison damage, which means that it only affects Jeeves. So let's hold off. I don't need to put that point in there right now because I won't. Ooh, that's kind of hidden out of the way a little bit. Nothing else down here I need to do. And where is I now? I am here. Just gonna speed run this a little bit. Get my way through. To make sure I didn't miss. I know there might be a couple of their named bosses around the area that I might need to get. Just be on the safe side. Because I'm not sure. Oh, there's a treasure chest in here. Might as well get that. Two treasure chests. And a piece of dynamite. Always good to see dynamite. And a snack lunch. Dynamite and a snack lunch. What's not to love? No big baddies up here. Yeah, you get friendly with Homestead really quick, killing the beasts in here. That's another reason why I wanted to. That's another reason I go to Homestead first. Man, this game has been laggy lately. And the thing is, I'm not playing online. I'm not playing with other people. But it's become one of those games that you kind of have to have an online connection to play because it does the whole verification thing, which sucks. Alright, I think I got one of these guys down here. One of the named guys might be down here in the Shady Basin. Somewhere is hereabouts. Don't mind me. Just checking the map. There's another devotion shrine in here. Some loot. There's always a chest or something back here, a backpack, what have you. Just like there's always a chest. Well, if you can get under the bridge, there's a spot under the bridge somewhere. Is it over here? Ah, this bridge. Okay, this dangerous domain over here, I don't know if I mentioned last time, but it is new. I'm not going to do the whole thing. However, I wanted to point it out in case I'd forgotten, because this has Cronley's gang. This is one of the few areas that are in the game that has Cronley's gang, aside from the mines. So if you're farming reputation for, I think it is Devil's Crossing. Yep, Kelly's Cronley gang. This is a decent place over here to farm for reputation for Devil's Crossing. There's also some undead in the region too. So you get a bit of Devil's Crossing, a bit of Rover gang. So, and it's on. You can get there this place too. The Kovian docks. The undead are on this side. Sorry, chest was too big a temptation to pass up. That and killing a bunch of skeletons for easy rover reputation. And an easy level 34 as well. Now then, since I have completed this, I'm going to start pumping this up. And getting Jeeves to max. Oh, I overshot. Forgive me. I meant to go in here. I don't know why you can break that. You never get anything out of it. Not worth the dynamite expenditure. Oh, I think I need to go in there. I left too soon. Proclamation. Don't care anymore. Any chest back here? Sometimes. Not today. Ooh, yes, one. I know some of my collecting all the chests is a bit of my OCD, but some of it is also it keeps my potions topped off. I actually have way too many of those, so who cares? But you do still need healing potions and stuff. Oh, and this buff here, Soul Harvest, that can proc off of just hitting objects too. Like I can get that buff from hitting a chest. So that winds up being an extremely useful buff. Now, as far as this area goes, I don't need to kill everything, I just need to find my way to the bottom. Which is a tiny bit confusing in this labyrinthine castle. Castle? Dungeon? It's a thing. Super grovels, throwing up feet. Necromancer's Grovelstone of Effigy. I may have to look at some of those things once I'm done with this playthrough. Today's playthrough. Nah, I can do. I want that dynamite. And I got hung up on stuff. So just make sure I know that I'm walking right to it. Let's try that again. Sometimes you can cheat that way. Click on where you want to go, and the game will just automatically walk you there. And I can kind of get away with this because, you know, my pets are killing things for me. Speaking of which, I did lose some skeletons. was no good. No one likes to lose skeletons. Couple nice fat chests. Hello, Mr. Big Bad, looking for you. Are you? Did I miss you?
I can't carry anymore.
That's okay, it's not important. Are you there? There you are. Ooh, I have lost some people. I have definitely lost some people.
My inventory is full.
Is it really? Are you sure? Auto sorts. Are you sure? Are you sure it's full? Doesn't look full to me. Yeah, your inventory doesn't look full at all. Maybe we come back out. Right here. So, we can still go right back to this one. Pine Barrens Rift. I think it gets us a bunch of turn-ins. Glad I could help. No more. Continue. Yeah. Oh, we're almost level 34. I mean level 35. Hold on. Let's go. Is it the Broken Hills Rift or the Old Arcoba? Old Arcobia. I think it's here.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Pets. Yes, it's here. Bonus shoulder blades and a chest piece that actually has plus bonus 2 health stuff on it. So let's clean out some of this crap. Making sure. Ooh. Plus 33 all that's plus 47 all damage. So that's gonna be hard to beat. I'm not gonna be using that. I've got a couple of those already. I got one better already. In green here. Okay, you know what? Well, I've got better already. But I think I will buy this and buy that for next time. Ha 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 ha.
See you around.
And send me out to Homestead. And we shall call that a day. Because we can. So, until next time, thanks for watching, and good hunting.